welcome back. Do you need me to start before you tee me up first, Mr. Peter?
Welcome
Yeah,
everyone.
yeah.
Welcome everyone, Victor and everyone here. So you are watching the Cincinnati APAC weekly course. I would like to invite you to join our wellness professional presentation every Tuesday. And today is the second presentation for March. The topic is burn fats and build muscle with the fitness nutritionist way with balanced oil. So weight management is always a hot topic whether you are male or female. Okay, a balanced diet with proper physical exercise is a good way to start. But if you want to do it more efficiently, you need to take essential oil or fatty acid every day. You're right. You need to take the right fatty acid. It might help you to lose weight more easily. So it is time to learn from the special guest speaker for today, Mr. Victor Chow. So Victor obtained his bachelor degree in food and nutrition and also a master degree in food science and business management from Malaysia UCSI University. He is a member of Nutrition Society of Malaysia, a nutritionist in many different companies. Some people think he is just a fitness trainer, but his true passion is actually how to eat healthy and be fit from inside out. So without further ado, let's welcome our guest speaker for today, Mr. Victor Chow from Malaysia. So Victor, thank you. And I hand it over to you.
All right, thank you, Peter. Okay, so welcome back, everyone, for another session with me today, a date with me today for getting fit and healthy at the same time. Now, before I even begin, I would like to wish every one of you here. Today is actually a very special day to all of our women throughout the world. So happy International Women's Day, yeah. To any one of you who is a woman, you have gone through a lot. And we as men do thank you everything for it. Okay, so give a very good welcome applause to every one of you here who are women. And for us men, all right, we'll just keep on loving you all. Okay. Now, bear in mind that today's topic, to some people, they may think is quite a little bit intimidating. And to some people, they think that this is something that I have been trying my very best to achieve it every single year, but it's still unachievable, right? So what is it? It's actually our none other than my specialty, six-pack abs, all right? So today, I'm gonna share with you, every one of you here, how to burn fat and build muscle my way, the fitness nutritionist way. Now, before we even begin, some of you might be wondering, why do I even need to look fit in order to live my life? Of course, I can look quite ordinary, right? I can be whatever I love to be and whatever I love to look at, right? But the thing is, right, we need to admit one fact in this society is that sometimes some businesses does judge its book by its cover, right? When we go into a fitness gym, okay, even when we hire a personal trainer to train us, would you hire someone that doesn't look healthy and fit at all to help you to get the long time you always wanted that fitness for your own self? I'm pretty sure you will choose someone who is already fit, already have applied this fitness knowledge to themselves, then only you have more, trust to them as compared to those who are not fit at the same time. All right. So actually, how does we look actually will influence our prospective businesses and also how people think we are. Because whenever you are doing this business, when you approach someone, okay, people will judge you from your image first. So how you look, how fit you are, it will actually affect the success rate of this business too, right? Now, let me just do a very short survey before I even start to review all my secrets, yeah? I would like to need everyone's participation here. Just type in the chat box, how much packs of abs do you want to achieve today, all right? If let's say you have the chance, all right? Let's not talk about the diet first. Let's not talk about those exercises. How much packs? You can have 1 packs, 2 packs, 6 packs, 8 packs, also okay. So just type in the chat box, okay? You can type in just one number. from 1 to 8, how much you want. If you want 10 packs, I can't guarantee you, all right? But I just wanted to know which fitness levels are you all are targeting for? How fit do you actually want? And what is the desire? How much do you desire to get fit like me? Let me just have a short survey. Now, some people say they want 4 packs. Some people want 2 packs. Wow, Sherry Lee, she also wants 5 packs too. But hey, I'm pretty surprised that some of you guys here would like to have 2 packs. Are you something that, is this makes everyone that you do not have your self-confidence or anything else? All right, so let me just do another quick survey. Yeah, actually, every one of you here, I can see that you all wanted to look fit. It's just a matter of whether is it achievable or not. That determines how much packs you want. But I'm pretty sure most of you here do not want to have just 1 pack, right? Because if you really want to have just 1 pack, you can just go to the fast food restaurants near to you. Okay, you're welcome to it. Okay, but it's pretty obvious that every one of you here have been joining the right room at the right place. And today's topic is all about getting your very first 2, 3, or 6 pack abs. Okay, so without further ado, let us move into it. But before I even begin, all right, I just wanted to show off a little bit my physique here. Not fully show off, but at the end of the session, there'll be a full show off of how I have achieved after all these years of dieting and exercise, and including how I diet together with Zinzino's BalanceOil. Because a lot of us didn't know that actually fats does play a very, very important role when it comes to fitness. A lot of people always think that eating fats will make me fat, but that only depends on what kinds of specific healthy fats you're eating, all right? So you need to be very picky on your diet, and you need to really be picky on what types of oils and fats you're taking on a daily basis, okay? So now I have a proven cert in terms of my fitness nutritionist knowledge from my university, and also I apply it on my own self. Why? It's because that if I am not fit at the first place, I would not have this opportunity to speak to you all here at all. All right. So that is why if you're yourself here today are fit, chances are you'll get a lot of opportunities out there. People will trust you more often, even though you do not have any certs when it comes to fitness as a fitness certified trainer or whatever, right? As long as they think that you look good, they wanted to follow you. This also comes along together with Zizino's business. When they see you consuming Zizino's Balance Oil, and they see you also fit at the same time, they will trust you more than as compared to those who are just their looks are just not ordinary. All right. So I hope that you are motivated to get your very first 2 to 6 pack abs. But the thing is, maybe some of you here and majority of you here might be confused on how to I even need to start, because a lot of us do not know what types of foods that we actually need to eat in the first place when it comes to fitness. What types of exercise do I need to do? How long is the intensity? What types, how do I even execute this exercise routine? A lot of us are always confused about it, right? And the most important aspect is that a lot of us here may not have the energy and motivation. Now, to me, motivation is actually more important than the foods and exercise part. Because if you are not motivated, you won't even start to diet down. You won't even start to do this, business, or even starting to go to the gym, right? So motivation is very, very important. So that is why today we have this talk to give you an extra inspiration and motivation to every one of you here to start this business and health together with me as a fitness nutritionist. Okay, so how I do, you can use it as a reference, and bear in mind that everyone's body is created different. My body condition is different than yours, but our motivation, our inspiration, our goal at the end of the day is still the same. We'll keep on fighting for our dreams and our very first 6-pack abs. All right, so how do I actually start? Okay, before we even need to know what kinds of food that we need to eat, we need to follow this concept first. And this concept is a pyramid of burning fat and building muscles. A lot of us always think that we do we do those sit-ups, crunches, then we will have six-pack abs overnight. No, this is not true, yeah. As you can see from this pyramid, actually most of our efforts and even up to 70% of our efforts starts from a healthy diet, okay? A healthy diet that is balanced in protein, carbohydrates, and even fats. Yes, you are correct. Fats still need to be included in our healthy diet in order for us to build fat and burn the fat itself, okay? Then only we proceed to the correct exercises. Now, exercises that you need to do in order to have a fit body doesn't always mean that you need to have a 10 km jogging every day or run in the treadmill for 2 to 3 hours per day. No, you do not need to go to that extreme. You do not even need to like lift very, very heavy weights in the gym. You just need to do some specific exercises that is effective for you and suitable for you. And as long as there is a little challenge for you, that is the exercise that you need every day. And usually the duration of my exercises every day nowadays have been ranging for 30 minutes to 1 hour maximum. All right. Anything more than 1 hour is a little bit too much for normal people. All right. So this is my experience from it. And last but not the least, your lifestyle. All right. If you're eating healthily and exercising correctly, but you always stay up late in the night, or in other cases, if you smoke, if you drink alcohol very often, then all of these efforts from your diet and exercises will be wasted. I can guarantee you will be wasted if you do not have enough sleep, you always smoke, and you're having alcohol abuse. All right. So remember, lifestyle still plays a key important role in fitness. So let us move forward. Okay. Now, I'm pretty sure most of you here are pumped up, motivated. So what is your goals first? Every one of you can choose one out of these three goals, right? First of all, if you're someone who is chubby in the first place, you should actually start to burn fat first, all right? Burn your belly fats, burn your subcutaneous fats first. Because if you do not burn your fats down first, if you do not slim down first, you will be demotivated. You will feel that why I keep on exercising, I still do not look good. Okay, so for people who are a little bit chubby in the first place, you should try to do aerobic exercises first, just for a quick start, and reduce your calories intake from your food. Okay, now I'm not gonna touch too deep into how you calculate your calories because that will use up a lot of time, but just to give you a rough idea first, okay? A very simple approach is that, like for example, every day, if you're someone who is eating 3 plates of rice per day, maybe you can start by 2 plates, okay? Maybe each one meal, you just make it into half plate of rice and the other half, leave it to the next meal, okay? Just simple approaches like this as a great start for you, right? Now, there are another type of person who is skinny and scrawny at the first place, just like me last time, okay? And for your information, I have been through a very fat period and a very skinny period, okay? So I know the challenges among these two body types, all right? For people who are skinny in the first place, all right, they actually need to eat more in order for us to look much more bigger and fitter, right? Because the process of building muscles is an anabolic process. You need to eat more in order to grow more, okay? So that is why if you're someone who just wanted to look big first, you can go for strength training, lift weights, lift those dumbbells and barbells in the gym, okay, and increase your calories intake in a healthy way. It's not about eating all those junk food. Otherwise, you'll become more fat than big, okay? What we're aiming here is something that can get more larger and fit at the same time, all right? So yeah, you need to increase your calories intake and do some strength training. But the thing is, there's still one part of building muscle is not so preferable to every one of us, is that when you're building muscle, you will also gain fat at the same time because you're eating much more than your body needs. Okay, that is why people who what we so called bulking up process, they will tend to look big, but they will not have this six-pack at first. They will not see their abs being shown up because the abs are being covered with a layer of fat first. So that is why there is still some cons when it comes to building muscle only. Now, for your information or for your questioning, all right, let me ask every one of you here for another survey, okay? If you are able to choose, should you actually build muscle or burn fat first? From your very own perspective, I just need a few answers to see how do you all have a perception of burning fat and building muscle. Because I need to see every one of you here whether do you have a basic understanding first, then only I can know how much should I explain to every one of you here, all right? So Peter says that he building muscle first. Cherry says that burn fats first. Now Robert says basic. Okay, so how basic it is? No, I'm just joking. All right. So let us just see. Mr. Joe says that burn fat first. Okay, and Margie says that build muscle first. Now it's pretty much 50-50. Okay, 50% of people here think that I should build muscle first, and the other 50% feels that I want to burn fat first. But the reality is you can have the best of the both worlds at the same time. So none of you here answer it correct. Actually, we can burn fat and build muscle at the same time, yeah? So the good thing is that you need to, maintain your calories intake. You do not need to eat a lot, and you do not need to starve yourself to reduce your calories intake to the extreme. You just need to maintain your calories intake. How much you eat every day, just maintain it. It's just that you need to make it more balanced. Each meal you need to ensure you have enough of vegetables, proteins, and not too much of carbohydrates. Okay. Remember, the tip here I can share with every one of you here is that always aim for 1 fist of rice, 1 palm size of vegetables, and 1 palm size of protein for each of your meal as a great start here, right? So remember, note this down: one fist of this carbohydrate, 1 palm of protein, preferably lean protein, and 1 palm of vegetables for each of every of your meal to maintain a balanced calories intake, and do high intensity interval training. All right. So as we know, this pandemic has affected a lot of gym nowadays. So there are still exercises that we can do in order for us to burn fat and build muscle at the same time at home. All right. So what are those exercises? Later I'll review to every of you here very soon. Okay. So let us move on forward. Okay. Starting from diet, as we all know that 70% of our diet contributes to our overall fitness. But the thing is, a lot of people do not know why do they even get fat at the first place. And the straight answer here is pretty simple. It's because your diet is unbalanced, right? Too much of a thing is always a bad thing, right? Now, for your information, the three main macronutrients that we need on our daily plate is protein, carbohydrates, and fats. Now, why do we need protein? Is that it boosts our appetite satiety and also help us to build muscle. So if you're someone who wanted to look fit and slim at the same time, you cannot run away with protein, okay? Preferably those lean protein from fish, lean chicken breast, tofu is also a very good option, okay, for vegetarians, okay? And secondly, we need carbohydrates, okay? A lot of us have been hearing a lot of those diets that emphasizes we need to go 0 carbs or low carbs for the rest of our lives. Think about it. If we are cutting down the main source of energy from our daily diets, do we even have the energy to go to the gym? The answer is no. We will not have the energy and motivation to do the exercises that we need to get our six-pack abs. So that is why carbohydrates is still very important when it comes to fitness. They gives you the energy you need to go further, all right? Any diet that you cannot sustain for long and you cannot, make it into a daily habit is still a failed diet. So do not totally cut out your carbohydrates. What you need to add in is actually complex carbohydrates, such as from our brown rice, from those basmati noodles, from wholemeal bread, whole grains bread, sweet potatoes are also a very good option, right? So these are the carbohydrates that you need. Then eat less of those white refined carbohydrates such as white sugar, all right, and white rice, preferably like those jasmine rice is quite high in the carbohydrate content, refined ones, and white breads, pastries, cakes, these types of carbohydrates you need to reduce down, but occasionally is okay, yeah? All right. And last but not the least, which is the nutrient that every one of us always neglects, but now it has become a very essential part, which is fats, all right? Yes, you still need to have unsaturated fats, the healthy fats that improves your liver health and reduces those bad cholesterol levels in our body. And there's another feature of healthy fats is that it boosts our cell metabolism. Yes, if you're eating the right fats, such as omega-3, 6, and 9, you will make your cells more energetic to burn more fats. So you can see that the logic here is that you need to eat healthy fats in order to burn more fats, okay? So please, every one of you here, if you haven't tried Zizino's Balance Oil, I can tell you that this is the healthiest fats your body need to burn more fats, okay? Now, I'm gonna explain more of this further later on, but let us just moving on to this diet part. If you are still confused of how much and what types of foods you need to eat in terms of amount, actually, we Malaysia here have this Malaysia's food guide pyramid that pretty much can let you see what you should eat more on a daily basis. Now, in the past few years, people always think that since I need the most is energy, so I need to eat more carbohydrates. But people always abuse this concept by eating those refined carbohydrates. So at the end of the day, it makes us more fatter in Malaysia, yeah? So moving on to year 2021, which is last year, our food guide pyramid has changed from the most bottom part here, it has changed to fruits and vegetables because they are the most filling food sources, with the most vitamins and minerals, and also the lowest in calories, so that you can have more quota to eat more fruits and vegetables. Then moving forward, only the carbohydrates comes in place. Now, please don't neglect your protein and healthy oils here because these are the ones that supports your muscle growth and also your cell metabolism. All right. So this is just a quick look for all of you here. If you are someone who is new to nutrition, this can be a good start to your daily plate. As a new plate, a new diet for you, right? Because the fitness diet is pretty much something like this. It's just that you need to have a little bit more protein to support the muscle growth, all right? Now here, if you're still confused, all right, no worries. I have summarized these 3 highs, lows, and avoids for you to have a great start on how you should start to prepare your meals, okay? Now, this picture here, as you can see, is my typical lunchbox daily. Yes, I do cook at home, right? I do prepare my own meals. And this is how my usual, I would say, breakfast and lunch looks like, right? Sometimes my breakfast will use oatmeal, but most of the time I eat foods like this, all right? You can see that there is chicken, there is healthy fat sources here from the egg yolks, and they are full of vegetables, but also not neglecting the carbohydrate part. I'm not sure whether you can see or not, but there are some basmati rice beneath my vegetables and protein. So yeah, you can see that it's really balanced. It doesn't really taste that bad as what people think. A lot of people may think that we fitness nutritionists usually eat foods that are always boiled without salt and sugar and any flavorings. But this is not true, yeah. Healthy diet is something that you can eat every day. You have the motivation to eat every day and enjoy it during this process. If you do not enjoy your diet, your foods in the first place, I can guarantee you can't last long in this fitness life, all right? So bear in mind that you just need to make your daily meals something like this, which is high in protein, fiber, and nutrients. And secondly, you need to have 3 lows, which is refined sugar, sodium, and trans fat. These are the ones that are mostly rich in fast foods, all right? Refined sugar from those soda, refined sodium from the French fries, and trans fat from those fried foods. So these are the ones that you need to limit, but you do not need not to eat them for the rest of your lives. Once in a while in a week, as what we call cheat day, all right, it's okay, right? I do have my cheat days too, but remember that cheat days or even cheat meals is a, I would say, an occasional treat, okay, just to make you feel happy. Please do not treat every day as cheat day, yeah, okay? If you treat every day as cheat day, you're cheating yourself already, okay? Now, the third one, which is three avoids, which is try to avoid processed foods such as sausages, hot dogs, hams, because these foods are less in nutrients and high in calories. And avoid overcooked and unhygienic foods, because these foods nowadays will lead to higher risk of getting the virus and also leads to less nutrients being absorbed to your body. In short, as long as it's balanced, not extremes, then only your muscles will love. All right. Now, the diet part here has come to an end. Let us moving forward to how should we need to move? How should we exercise? Now, exercising part here, it depends from person to person. Everyone's fitness level here is different. Okay. So you need to know, where do you start? If you're someone who never exercised before, like every week you just only do light house chore works, exercising via yoga, or just having your always take your dog for a walk in the park, then you will be considered as the light exercise group here. All right. And if that's the case, you need to up your physical activity already by choosing one of these three exercise categories here. Now, to build muscles, you need to, of course, do weightlifting and resistance training. And that is, I'm so sorry to say that it can only be achieved in the gym. Or if you have invested a pair of challenging dumbbells at your home, okay? So for this pandemic here, I have seldom gone to the gym because I also think that the gym nowadays is not quite safe for us to work out already. So I have invested a pair of challenging dumbbells ranging from, if I'm not mistaken, 10 to 20 kg. All right. So that is quite challenging for me already. So you need to know what types of weights is challenging for you. Like maybe, for example, Miss Cherry, maybe she's a lady, so she can actually start from 2 kg, 3 kg, and slowly up to 5 to 10 kg, right? She can do a lot of these exercises like bicep curls or shoulder presses. Now, there are a lot of exercises here, right? It's just that as an example for those of you who are suffering from this pandemic, please, you can actually invest in a pair of dumbbells. And it's not that expensive nowadays already, okay? So yeah, if you wanted to look fit, your body needs some muscle, so you need to do some weightlifting exercises at home. Now, for the burning fat part is much more easier. As long as something that uses your cardiovascular capacity, something that makes you need to breathe in, breathe out, these exercises will burn your calories. Jogging, swimming, cycling, okay, these are very good examples of exercises. Now, but then there's still another new category of these exercises that help us to build muscle and burn fat at the same time, which is high intensity interval training, such as Tabata, CrossFit, and so on and so forth. How does these exercises look like? It's something like this, okay? These exercises, what we call high intensity interval training, are exercises that relies on explosive power, okay? But then when I talk about explosive, please do it under safety precautions, okay? Because I believe every one of you here, all right, have a limit in terms of your fitness level. So you can just try it out one. If you're someone new to any of these exercises, just try out to do 1 to 5 repetitions of these exercises. Examples of here are burpees, as you can see from this picture here. It is an explosive type of push-up plus jumping up. Okay, it seems easy, but once you do it on an extended time, I can guarantee you, you can really sweat a lot. And another exercise here is tuck jumps, all right? This exercise I didn't show in our very last video is because that this is so intensive, I cannot even do it properly in the camera, upon the camera, okay? But it's really effective. as you can see, it relies on a lot of your quad muscles, okay? Your quad muscles that are the biggest muscle in your body. So something that relies on big muscle groups in your body burns more calories, okay? And when it burns more calories, it also build more muscle at the same time. So tuck jump is also a very good example for you to challenge yourself, all right? So Peter, you can take note of this, okay? And another exercise here is single leg jump squat. Now, these exercises, you can see, they also rely a lot on our joints. So that is why Zinzino's balance oil is really, really important when it comes to, making us have a healthy joint too during this process, okay? So these exercises, the benefit here is they are massive calorie burners. They train multiple muscle groups at the same time, and they do have this afterburn effect, meaning to say that if you just use 15 minutes to just do jump squats, burpees, tuck jumps, okay, just 15 minutes, but the fat burning process is not limited to this 15 minutes only. It will last for the whole day because you're using so much oxygen at the very short period of time. You have this oxygen debt. And when we have this oxygen debt, we need to replenish back this oxygen debt when we are resting. So that is why the fat burning process and building muscle process of these exercises doesn't only occur to that 15 minutes of exercise, but for the rest of your day. So which is why I think this is the best exercises category for every one of you here who wanted to save time and build muscles and burn fat at the same time, all right? But the thing is, you need to do it carefully because if not, a lot of us may feel that it's too extreme, too uncomfortable for us. So if you think that you're starting to huff and puff after doing just a few reps of these exercises, please, okay, you can just move back a little bit, rest a little bit more, and do a little bit more exercises. Like for instead, tuck jumps, maybe you do normal squats. Instead of burpees, you just do push-ups, then that is fine. As long as you do it, you can definitely achieve what we call a good body, all right? So these are the exercises. And know your resting time, okay? So different people will have different goals when it comes to their exercises, right? Now, the tip here is that this is just an overall summary on how I think is an intensive or less intensive exercise rest time, okay? So normally, between each exercises, for example, like if you go from burpees to tuck jumps, okay, the rest time between both these exercises, if let's say is ranging from 0 to 10 seconds, wow, this is really tough, all right? But if it is ranging from 11 to 29 seconds like that, you will feel like, okay, still okay. It's for those advanced people, right? And if you feel like you need to have more, 30 to 40 seconds is good enough for intermediate level of challenger suitability, okay? But then I need to mention to every one of you here, please do not rest too long. Please do not scroll your phone for too long after doing 5 reps of burpees, because why you end up scrolling for half an hour, I can guarantee one, okay? So this is a bad habit for a lot of people nowadays when we work out at home. Sometimes we work out halfway, we will tend to see our chats, our emails, our Facebook and Instagram at the phone. Please, if you're exercising, just focus on the exercise. You can leave the scrolling later after the exercises. It's just 15 minutes of your 24 hours, all right? And use a timer to play music while you're working out. That also gives you an extra pump to your exercise routine so you will not feel that lonely. Or if there is an opportunity, you can work out together with a group of your friends or even me in future, who knows, okay, at online, okay? Because when you're working out with other people online, you'll feel more motivated than working out yourself, right? So this is how to exercise in a right way and in a motivated way, all right? Okay, now the summary here is quite simple, okay? Actually, I have covered most of the basic philosophy of burning fat and building muscle. What I realized that in order for us to kickstart our fitness journey to get our very first 6-pack abs, first of all, you need to have energy. You need to be motivated. you need to have the right energy from the right food sources. That includes those complex carbohydrates and also healthy fats, unsaturated fats. And then when you already have this energy, you need to move, or else what energy you're taking in that, and that includes seasonal balance oil. If you're taking too much of balance oil, but you're not using that energy to work out, at the end of the day, I can say that you will still have some weight being gained throughout the process. Okay, fats, yeah. So you need to use up this energy during the workouts. And after the workouts, then you need to replenish back the right nutrients for your body to build up your fitness. That includes protein, remember, to make you to build up muscle, carbohydrates to give you more energy to go further in this road, and fats to promote appetite satiety and muscle growth hormones. Yes, fats do contribute some aspects of hormones that actually promotes muscle building. So let us move on further to how I eat. Okay, now you can see that from my point of view, I already have been advocating a healthy lifestyle since my university life. Since I'm a nutritionist, of course I need to eat healthy, right? If not, I cannot educate any one of you here. So during university life and working life, how I get this body is through normal food first. First of all, without supplements first. So you can see that my foods here are on, I always rely on salmon fish because they are one of the fish that are rich in omega-3 and 6, okay? And also quite a number of protein and also a lot of vegetables, okay? But then moving forward to the pandemic life, okay, I find it hard to get ample sources of omega-3 and 6 already. And chances are, all right, I didn't know where to get the best sources now because nowadays the fish are quite pricey, and then their omega-3 levels, their healthy fats are less than what I have been eating during the past few years. So I was finding opportunities and also whether there are supplements out there that can really support me because I'm someone who do not like to eat a lot of capsules. Yeah, so that is why I would like to find something that is liquid and also ease for me to consume it directly, and preferably is liquid. And here comes Zinzino's Balance Oil, which helps me a lot. Why? Is because that I found out that with Zinzino's Balance Oil, that is rich from EPA and DHA, it not only just helps me in terms of my performance, but also my recovery. All right. So first of all, if you're going to this fitness line, bear in mind that you'll burden a lot your joints. As you can see from the exercises itself, it uses a lot of jumping, pushing ups. It uses a lot of our elbow joints and our knee joints. So with a healthy joints, then only you can move further. You can exercise more in future. So that is why one of the key nutrients when it comes to a healthy joint is EPA and DHA, accompanied with the use of glucose amine. All right. So with Zinzino's Balance Oil, I can feel that my joints have been healthier than ever because during the last old times when I do not take fish oil supplements, my joints always feel sore. I do not have the energy and the ability to lift more weights. But now with Zinzino's Balance Oil, I can say that I have been lifting heavier and heavier in a healthier way. Okay. And of course, sometimes during this process, when we do too much of these exercises, our muscles will tend to sore. This is a very normal process. So that is why when our muscles sore, it's a sign that we need to replenish back our muscles the right nutrients to make it grow back bigger. So that is why Zinzino's EPA and DHA, okay, it helps us to build back these muscle building hormones. Because with these hormones, then only your muscles can grow much more bigger than usual. And last but not the least, we all know that fish oils, Zinzino's Balance Oils, can help us to reduce the bad cholesterol level so that your body's cardiovascular health will be much more healthier. You can push your cardio to the next level to burn more fats in the long run. So you can see, you can already tell that although it doesn't directly involve in muscle building, but it indirectly already helps us to build up our fitness, because without EPA and DHA, we will not have a healthy joint, we will not have a good muscle recovery, and we will not have a healthy cardio health. All right. So here it is. Okay. But the thing is, a lot of us do not know where do we need to start to choose these oils. Okay. Why not we just go for just normal food plant oils and normal fish oil? The thing is, if you're going for just a plain diet without Zizinos balance or health, what you will get is that you need to eat a lot. It's possible. I'm not saying that it's not possible. It's just that you need to eat a lot different kinds of plant oils, because everyone's body is created different. Everyone's body's digestion efficiency is all different, and that includes the conversion of ALA to EPA and DHA. Now, all plant oils, they have this EPA and DHA. It's just that they exist in the form of ALA. So our body need to convert this baby of EPA and DHA, then only we can get the best of EPA and DHA. But the thing is, you need to eat a lot. And our appetite is not that big for everyone. So this is a challenge to most of us when it comes to just if we just go for plant oils. But we still need to have plant oils, yeah, don't get me wrong, because most of the plant oils nowadays, they do have what we call these polyphenols, plant polyphenols, olive polyphenols that helps us to reduce inflammation and boost our immunity. So in the fitness diet, this is one of the essential nutrients that we still need to supplement with. Now, let's talk about the most trendiest fish oil. Now, fish oil, a lot of us do already know the benefits of it. It makes our working muscles able to have more oxygen uptake so that we can lift more weights, and so on and so forth. The benefits is there, all right? It's just that the conventional fish oils nowadays, they are in these capsules. And sometimes these capsules are so big that we can't really swallow it efficiently. So when choking happens, it is a risk for your life already, okay? And the second thing is that not everyone are able to digest these capsules quite efficiently. So there are cases where people feel that they have this fishy oil taste in their mouth, they feel bloated, they feel that they have diarrhea after taking all this fish oil, which demotivates them for even starting a healthy diet already. So that is why Zizinos Balance Oil comes to save us, all right? Because why? First of all, this is one of the very few omega balance oil, the very few oils that are rich in EPA and DHA, at the same time, they are not encapsulated, all right? So they do not have the fishy oil aftertaste at all, because they also added in natural flavors, orange flavors to it. So that is why it is something that is tasty, healthy, that we all can actually consume for long term and sustain it in our diet. Because if you're eating something that is quite fishy every day, you will not have any motivation to put it in your diet already. So Zizinos Balance Oil already helps us in terms of the taste. Now, what about its health benefits? I can surely say that its health benefits is as good as medicine already. It's because that the concept of Zizinos Balance Oil is to revive the balance of omega-3 and 6 in our body. A lot of people always neglect this aspect when it comes to a balanced omega-3 and 6. It's because they do not know that these balance will affect the smallest unit in our body, which is our cells, all right? Now, I always say about this, when you talk about fitness, fat burning, building muscle, everything starts from a cell first, all right? If your cell is unhealthy, if your cell always being fed with unhealthy fats such as trans fat, excessive saturated fats, it will become rigid. Nutrients that help us to build muscle will be absorbed slowly or even not being absorbed at all. And waste products that are harmful for our body will be coming out slowly at the same time. This leads to the overall performance of our body being delayed and slowed down. In contrast, if let's say we have been eating the right nutrients for our cells to be healthy, those nutrients will get into our cells to be absorbed easily. And that includes nutrients that help us to build muscle and fitness, right? And the bad things will come out easily as well. In overall, it makes our cell metabolism faster, better than the usual people. So that is why for my body, all right, if you see closely, yeah, every time when I present, I always have a lot of sweat one. Why? It's because my body metabolism is really, really fast. So that is why even though I eat a lot, I can burn up all those calories very fast. Why? It's because my cell metabolism is really fast, is really healthy than the usual people. And why does my cell have always been healthy? Is because I'm feeding it with the right nutrients, and these right nutrients are the EPA and DHA from Zinzino's Balance Oil. So that is why I always emphasize that Zinzino's Balance Oil is really the one and only fitness oil for every fitness advocates, right? The, the quality of Zinzino's Balance Oil is being preserved by the packaging itself already. As you can see, we all know Zinzino's Balance Oil is enclosed with a really dark bottle to minimize all those oxidation that occurs that may be harmful to the polyphenols, omega-3, EPA, DHA, vitamin D and E of the Zinzino's Balance Oil. So that is why if let's say these precious nutrients, if they are being oxidized, they will be useless to us already. So that is why Zinzino must come out with a test-based formula and a test-based packaging to preserve all these nutrients. All right. Now, all these nutrients, all these health benefits of Zinzino's Balance Oil, it's not just bluffing. Yeah. Let me get this straight. They are all approved and being verified by health claims from the EFSA. So there are so many health claims here. I just do not have enough time to elaborate every one of it, but I just wanted to let you know that it is something that is trustable, is something that is verified by the scientific board, and is something that is verified by me as the fitness nutritionist, okay? Now, at the end of the day, okay, when we talk about supplements, let's not just talk about all supplements. Let's talk about fitness supplements. What do we always eat for fitness supplements is usually like protein supplements, okay? The most common ones, whey protein, you name it, the market has it. Then we always tend to, doubt ourselves whether these supplements do work for us. Same goes to Zinzino's Balance Oil. The moment where there's a new person who wanted to try out this Zinzino's Balance Oil, but they doubt whether their money will be wasted. No worries. Whether or not you're taking any of the supplements in the market now, just do a balance test to know how healthy you are first. Because with this balance test, you can straight away know how is your omega-6 to 3 balance in the first place, okay? And with or without these supplements that include Zinzino's Balance Oil, how does your body react? Does your balance get worse or does your balance get better after taking Zinzino's Balance Oil? You can see with your own eyes within 120 days. Now, when I meant that 120 days, that includes the standard time that we need to get our six-pack abs to, all right? For information, if you're really dieting strictly, if you're eating the right amounts of nutrients, and that includes Zinzino's Balance Oil, if you're eating consistently every day for 7.5 ml, I can guarantee you will see improvement in your omega-6 to 3 balance. Okay, but you need to remember, you need to be consistent. Please don't like one day I just eat a little and the next day I eat a lot to replenish back. No, every day must be consistent, right? Fitness is like this. You need to be consistently motivated and show up in the exercise and diet part, all right? And all this progress is so convenient that you can see it from the ease of your smartphone, okay? Now, if you're someone who wanted to know more about this balance test, please tune in to Dr. Abraham's sessions and also our every Fridays, all right, Taiwan session for explaining about this balance test. But due to the time restriction, I'm sad to say that my talk here today has come to an end for the English session. So for those who are tuning in for the Chinese session, please come back later, all right? And in a nutshell, all right, there you go. My own testimonial, right? So there are times that I do also get fat, yeah, but I do not actually what we call that to be obese, all right? Even if I get fat, I still look larger. It's because I gain more muscle. And when I really wanted to, you know, cut down my fats, I can cut them out really, really easily. As you can see, the before and after period of these two photos is roughly around 1 to 2 months. And that includes a consistent consumption of omega-3 and 6 from Zinzino's Balance Oil. So I myself is already a testimonial for you to prove that oils, if you're going for the healthy ones, you will be much more fitter than you didn't take these oils at all. So remember, healthy fats makes you fitter, not makes you fatter, all right? But the thing is, you still need to remember, yeah, if you really want to get fit like me, remember, go for a higher intensity exercises. Don't just go for some normal walk every day. Of course, it is good for your health, but if you want to go to the next level, try a little bit higher intensity exercises from those high intensity interval training. Get enough quality nutrients, especially EPA and DHA from Zeno's Balance Oil. And of course, get enough sleep, 7 to 8 hours per day, okay? And the key to six-pack abs is that there are no shortcuts at all, yeah? All you must remember, 70% comes from your diet, 20% comes from your exercise, 10% comes from your lifestyle, right? And the diet part there, you cannot opt out Zinzino's Balance Oil because healthy oils to give us a lot of those benefits when it comes to building up our joint health, building up our muscles, and also our cardiovascular health. All right. So hope you are inspired and motivated after this. All right. And I hope every one of you here can get your very first 2 to 6 pack abs. All right. Thank you, everyone. And I shall pass the floor back to you, Peter.
Thank you so much to Victor Chow. Incredible presentation. There's a lot of information here. As Victor told us, he wants to inspire you to make some changes to your lifestyle. He has been using these strategies to achieve his goals, and he's not keeping this as a secret. He shows us how to do it with a balanced diet together with balanced oil and make it a daily habit, be disciplined, and be consistent, right, Victor? And you should reach your goal, whether it's 2 packs, 4 packs, or even 8 packs. And remember, our Zinzino Balance Oil is certified with our informed choice. So a lot of the professional athletes are using them on their physical training routine. So in about 10 minutes, we are gonna do the Chinese session at 8 p.m. Australia time or 6 p.m. Hong Kong, Malaysia time. So make sure you invite your friends to join and let's learn how to burn fat and build muscle in Victor Chow and Zinzino style. So thank you everyone for attending, and special thanks to Victor Chow, and take care. Hope to see you all next week. Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you, everyone. See you